dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grind.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Richardson will throw to start out here. That's complete to Pierce. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Third and 3. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
It's just called, as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That complete to Downs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And Gay knocks this one through. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. On the option left, it's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl, a nice moment, and also a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play, took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Jones. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, 42 yards. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And just shutting him off there. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it, a really nice nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Richardson back to throw it. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. He'll buy some time right. Got his open man. It's Mallory. Still going. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Mallory, 36 yards. And the Colts are able to move back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Justice Hill. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Pass 11. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Richardson. Well, he's caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-10 the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Dragon 60. Let's go.
Now it's Richardson. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Richardson. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. High up there to grab him. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has has another first down at the Colts 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here we go.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's second and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Matt Breida, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have moved out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Miami Lions. Buffalo 18.
Richardson looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Richardson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. And the Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for it, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton from 3 yards out. And the Giants continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit. And
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Richardson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this returnable for Hill. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Darius Slayton. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Got it. Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return will stop right around the 25. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. In motion right, Campbell. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Barkley going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
Now Richardson. A final shot before break. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here we go.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Jones throw, meanwhile, taken in by Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Touchdown, Giants! Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what
Matt Breida is not doing that.
They have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line.
What the hell?
To start their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. It officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Richardson to the air on first down. That complete to Downs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Merritt, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
65 catch, 65 catch.
It's 4th down.
Mustang 19.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Tommy Adebawore able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jump right, Pacino. Jump right, Pacino.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
19 tight. Let's go.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Panther 11.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. A heck of an effort there on the scramble, leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a knock.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Now Jones. They'll set up a screen for Breida.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, here we go.
2nd and 12.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Steps away to in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Quiddy Pay coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Leonard Williams, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Richardson to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Go.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gano's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him back.
Oh, this is blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A run between the tackles with Breida. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.